Yeah, so Scaramouche been out a few days. I've been testing him a lot, been using, quite a couple of different builds. This is my one here with sit, 4-piece shims, right? Right. Pretty good build. Just need to get this up a little bit, but since I'm using shims, we really need to. His best in slot set, that is Desert Pavilion, will increase his damage about 10% roughly, right? And he'll be able to use his burst a lot more better. So everybody been comparing him and Xiao a lot, to know which one is better. To be honest, the playstyle is very different, right? You can't really compare them both. Xiao now is a monster. He's a monster in AoE, right? But he's more of a solo damager, meaning that you cast buffs, you get a buffer like C4 Gene that I have here, and you go in with him, and also she could battery him too to get his boost. Now with Scaramouche now, right? I named him Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul because of the memory thing that he had. When he lost his memory, kind of reminded me of Heisei. So I named him Kaneki. That's my favorite character in all anime, Tokyo Ghoul. And this is my favorite character in Genshin, despite he being mid. And when I say mid, mid doesn't mean bad. It means in between of good and bad. He has his ups and downs. Now, the biggest comparison everybody been making is that Xiao is better than Scaramouche. And in raw damage, head to head, Xiao is, right? But Xiao has downtime where Scaramouche doesn't. Xiao is more of a do his own thing, and nobody else could intervene and do anything else. So you pop Bennett, pop Jean, you do the shield, and you go in with Xiao. Some people use Sucrose to battery Xiao with the TTDS. That is good. But from my testing, Jean is actually the stronger character to use once the enemy could stay within her burst field. Some people use fish, generate some particles, some electro particles or field for Xiao. But this is overall one of the best Xiao team I could come up with. Xiao has one problem, and it's that he's a hypercarry, meaning that when you do his burst, you have to stay on him. If you come off, you lose all of his damage, and then you have to make sure. With Xiao, you have to build attack, crit rate, crit damage, ER, and this here, sometimes with a lot of enemies, you could get the burst up, but majority of the time, you have to do Jean twice, do Xiao, dash, to get this burst up. And that's time consuming. The one benefit that, I'm gonna say Kaneki, that Scaramouche, that Wanderer has, is that he has no downtime. Right, so this team that I have here is one of my favorite team for him. Let me just do a quick comparison to show you the main difference. That wait, what's this? Did I click continue? Right, so yeah. Oh yeah, I was testing it already. This is the main comparison between Xiao and Wanderer. It's the downtime of Xiao. You're gonna see Xiao outputting more damage than Wanderer himself. But you're gonna realize that. Right, pop this here. Right, so when you come in here, you see 47, 50, 51, 52. Let's see what time I could get here with Xiao. And that's it for Xiao. So I need to battery back up. Right, 2 E's, make sure I catch the particles. He's up already. Let's go. Do this here. Let's go again. Now I need the enemies to come within this field here so it could reduce their resistances to animal because of C4 gene. Alright, so time to battery up again. Right. Alright, should be up already. do this here so you could stay one place. Let's go again. And that guy know what's up. He isn't coming. As you see, he starts dropping some DPS here because all the buff stem is out. Now I need to battery up again. Right, so and I have 135 ER. Then it should be up. Right, and that should be good. Pop this here. Going back again. Alright. So that took more than a minute and 30, maybe about a minute and 45. Now I'm going to show you an example with this team here. Wanderer isn't going to output that much damage, right? I showed you my build, 86203 with set. 4p shims, constellation 0 talents, you know. I won't really be using his boost because it's shims. This is my Yelan here. This is basically a free-to-play Yelan. Anybody could build this. You just have to go in this domain here a lot. Build a lot of ER. Right. Constellation 0 talents. Right. Constellation 6 because when Sumeru was updated, my Bennett C6 automatically updated and activated, and even Hoyover's support can't explain it. Right, so let's go and try it out here. Alright, so let's try with Wanderer now. Why not? So yeah, so he's not a hypercarry like Xiao, so you're not gonna focus on only his damage that he's doing. If you have a C6 Farazan, that's something else. But for everybody else who has Scaramouche who didn't get his weapon and don't have no Farazan, and Farazan at C0 is very hard to play. You use Yelan. Yelan is a monstrous or field sub DPS at core. She's a support too because over time she will keep buffing Scaramouche. Let's try this out. Alright. Go back with Zhongli here. Go back with Yelan here. Let's go again. Well, with the burst, cause why not? Over this here. The launch should be up now. Why is this guy still alive? Watch your timer compared to Xiao. 1 minute 30 seconds roughly. So that's, if you have to compare Xiao to Wanderer, you're not just comparing Xiao to Wanderer. You're comparing the entire team itself against Wanderer. Oh well, Wanderer team against Xiao team. Xiao could output more damage by himself than Wanderer. But also he needs someone to battery him up back to do his burst. Wanderer now doesn't output that much damage, but basically 6 seconds. Within our 6 seconds, hit this, do the burst, do the shield, one tap, alt, back, and I do it. Though I was not using any of his charge attacks because I'm trying to proc Yelan's attacks. Xiao may be better in some, in some instances, against some enemies over Wanderer, right? And Wanderer will be better than Xiao in other places. And this Abyss does not favor Wanderer. That's the thing. That first chamber there does not favor it. It does not favor Xiao too, but you would think Xiao would do better. And if you think that my Xiao isn't built properly, this is my Xiao here. 85, 166. The crit damage a little low, right? But I need to get the ER up a little bit. So that's why I sacrifice some crit damage for some crit rate. Otherwise, I could have just switch out this for, you know, something with more. I have something with more. Or this something with more. You know, but I need ER for Xiao when Xiao doesn't have this boost. It's problematic. It's a good piece here. Right? C0, 888. Best in slot. A 4-star weapon, but within that 10 seconds buff, if he gets one of these, it's a 5-star. The other 20 seconds, it's the bottom of 4 stars. Honestly, when this buff is off that 10 seconds, this is the worst damaging catalyst you could use on Wanderer, and it has been tested. So yeah, if you're comparing that, right, let me show you what real DPS is. These 3 characters are hated by almost everyone. Let me show you what real DPS look like. Brain dead team 2. Just do this here, pop this here, do this. Watch your timer, good eh? Watch your timer, good. Am I even trying? I don't know. I just clicking buttons here. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 second. But let me say 1 minute. So while you're comparing the damage, well, I have been doing it too, right? But you see, Scaramouche is my favorite character. So of course I wanted him to be overpowered. I wanted him to be strong. But it's just to show, it's not only, I thought that he was just supposed to do all the damage. Prioritize your off-field DPSs. You have a Bennett too that hasn't been in use much lately because they've been using Freeze, they've been using this monstrous team here, you know. This is a character that utilizes your other characters in your team to attack alongside him, like Yoimiya. So yeah, if you want to know if to summon for him, don't. If you like Scaramouche, then you already have him. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day. Take care.